going on, guys? 360 Digital Closing Bell here. I am your humble correspondent, Michael Tanner, joined live on YouTube from an undisclosed location here in Denver, Colorado. We are live on YouTube, as I mentioned, on this beautiful Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. It is super windy out right now. I tried to have the window open here in my office, but it's blowing the green screen too much. So we had to close that. As always, I am joined by the purveyor of the show, the executive producer of the show, and the publisher and director of the world's greatest website, oilandgas360.com, Stuart Turley. He comes to us from Dallas. How you doing, Stu?
It's a beautiful day. We're having lots of news, man.
Oh, lots of news day. DOE crude number, what a day for green. All I'm saying is fire up the frac crews. That was my takeaway from the 8:30 EIA drop. Fire up the frac crews. I need 2-mile laterals being done immediately. Stu's got some stuff from the international news desk, and we'll cover the digital ticker. But first, we need to do some clerical work. If you're not subscribed to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or on Entercom's YouTube channel, you're doing yourself a disservice because I'm going to steal this. This is Tisha's read for her thing. She says, your competitors are listening to this podcast. Are you? So your competitors are for sure listening to this podcast. The question is, this is just the best way to stay up to date on all of your energy finance news. We come live on YouTube every single day at 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time for everyone out in Texas. And we also have a long form show which covers the week ahead and the week prior that follows and drops every Monday and Friday before the market opens. Please subscribe, do whatever makes the algorithms know what. The world's greatest website, www.oilandgas360.com. They have the Energy 360 Network, which is an awesome place for all of your energy thought leadership. You get all of the familiar faces at Entercom interviewing all of the top experts from around the industry. You can find that podcast on iTunes, Spotify. You can also find all of that at the world's greatest website, www.oilandgas360.com. With a great interview coming out Monday with Alex Epstein. I don't want to tease that too much, but I between me and you, Stu, I think that's the best one we've done.
Oh, cool. That was a very fun one.
No, it was awesome. I took a lot of stuff away, and as when we look, and as we want to shift gears here and dive into the digital ticker, everything's green but natural gas, and it kills me because I continue to take more stakes out following the experts that we keep hearing. SPY, though, doing very well, 29.71, about a 1.6% increase, 48 points on the day. NASDAQ, tech stocks doing very well, 94.77, about a 1.93% increase. Dow Jones doing just as well, about a 1.5% increase, 396 points on the day, about 24,575. Crude oil, front end of the curve, doing very well, up 4.8%, 33.55. Fire up them frac crews, baby. Back into the curve, 36.67 for 12-month strip, down up about 2% or about 73 cents. Natural gas, we keep taking out more positions, like the experts tell us, down another 3.5% today, $1.77 back into the natural gas curve, $2.78 for the 12-month strip, down 1.1%. And we kid, we all know natural gas is going to go up in the fall. I just like to joke. So not that this is a clarity. We do know. I'm just being a little facetious there. XOP, which are E&P securities contract, up 3.45%. Great number to see. Up $1.77, 53.14. And our OIH, which is our oil field services contract, which is a great indicator, especially because these are the guys who are getting hurt the most. Up 6.5%, 115.19, or to $7 even on the day. When we look at our biggest losers and movers on the day, like we said, the XOP contract was up as a whole all the day. But when we look on the loser side, Extraction down 5.7%, down to 31 cents. Remember, last week, Extraction missed an interest payment, which they enter a 30-day grace period, which probably at the end of it, they will declare bankruptcy, but we will continue to follow that story very closely. Prime Energy Resources Corporation, huge offshore oil and gas company. They were up huge the past 2 days, down 6% today, down to 86.01. ECA Marcellus Trust, just one of those Marcellus Trust ETFs down 7% to 49 cents on the upside. Lots of big numbers. Up 14%. Cosmos Energy, ticker symbol KOS. Again, love me a clean ticker symbol. $1.86. Earthstone Energy, great company. We love Earthstone. 15%, $2.60. They have a great website. I don't know who does it, but it's really good. Up 19%, which our biggest mover on the day. 19% on the day. $7.75. Goodrich Petroleum Corporation, ticker symbol DDP. Stu, what do you got on the international news desk?
Hey, Michael, I hate to bring this up to you, but it's natural gas. Rystad put out saying they were going to have a 2% decline in demand. Now, your pricing is going to be 2% decline in demand. Production's going to be way down, so your price is going to go up.
No, and so I kid around a lot, and yes, I think we're seeing in the interim right now, you're seeing natural gas prices being supported by a lot of this demand, but it's going to rise, and really taking out positions now is to hopefully get a great entrance position when you're playing a monthly chart. So I kid with the natural gas, but it's just a point of contention. All the experts are telling me it's supposed to be $3-4, so it just gives me a little chance to kid when we move in to my one big thing, DOE crude numbers. Like I mentioned, fire up the frac crews. We drew about 5 million barrels off the total DOE crude market. We did about 5.6 million barrels taken off the market from Cushing. I mean, we need to start filling up. We need to, like I said, turn on them. How many ducks are sitting out? There's about 1,000 ducks there. Let's fire them up. Let's put America back to work. Domestic production down 100,000 barrels, 11.5 million. I mean, really crazy DOE numbers. I mean, I'm looking at them right now. Utilization, 69.4%, up about 0.5%, which is a key gasoline demand indicator. There was a great webinar that actually was one of our sponsors, Adamantine Energy, had on, friend of the show, Bernadette Jones. Fascinating discussion. They got into a little more about the utilization and what that actually means as an economic indicator moving forward. And you can check that out at the Energy Thinks podcast, available on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube, brought to you by the friends of the show. We love these people, Adamantine Energy, the top ESG company. Stu, what did you think when you saw these DOE numbers? Did you see 5 million barrels coming out of Cushing?
I did, and I called all my friends, said, get the frac crews running.
It's exactly what we're thinking. Now I'm back onto it. Let's stimulate the oil and gas industry. Let's get some money into these service. We're kidding. We should not be fracking wells, unfortunately. But it would be, hey, you never know. I think with this price, we are joking 30 is the new 70. So we've been seeing we need to throw, sorry, go ahead.
We need to have a lot of demand. Everybody go on vacation and everybody drive.
Cross-country road trips. That's what we need. Anything else we need to cover for the day? We had a busy day today.
Busy day. Got lots of going on.
No, it'll be awesome. And with that, we're going to go ahead and let you guys get back to work. Thank you for checking out the 360 digital closing bell here on Enercom and Oil and Gas 360. We'll see you guys tomorrow.